Okay, I'm here with head coach Jen Greeny, getting set for a trip down to the LA schools to take on UCLA. Can you just talk a little bit about this upcoming road trip and the second time around conference?
Yeah. First of all, I think our first half of the season went pretty well. Started off preseason wise with a little bit of a rough start, but then got into Pac-12 and was pretty happy with our results. It definitely was a tough weekend. We lost to both UCLA, played them really tough, and lost to USC as well. So just looking to continue to get better. And I know on the road in this conference is tough anytime you're on the road, but we've been playing pretty well away from home. And, so we're just trying to get better every single week and see what we can do this weekend against these two really good teams.
As you said, it was a little bit of a rough start those first couple of weeks. What do you attribute the quick turnaround from those first couple of weeks to how the team is now sitting one game out of first and just playing some pretty good volleyball?
Yeah, I think a little bit of some unfortunate circumstances. We had some injuries. I think, and credit to, Pitt and Purdue especially, played some tough teams and I think just got into more of a rhythm and then started playing pretty well in the Pac-12 and got two great wins, one against Colorado, one against Washington. So built our confidence a little bit then. And, we've just been really focusing on getting better every single week. So playing well right now, proud of where we're sitting at this point in time, but definitely more work to be done.
I know defensively that the team has been picking it up throughout the year, and it's been a trademark of the teams under your guide throughout your tenure here. What do you think was the difference between the early going and now an impactful play, especially limiting? I think it's 6 opponents to under 200 hitting in such a good offensive conference.
Yeah, I think actually this year we're, besides, I'll say Magda, she's a tremendous blocker, but besides her, we're smaller at the net than we typically have been, especially with Penny Tusa playing front row. Kalia's not especially tall, Hannah as well. And, so I think actually digging wise, we've been a lot better than we have been in the past. Some of those years we were leading the nation in blocks per set, things like that. I don't think it's as much as just a blocking game this year as it's kind of blocking and digging combined. But I really think that starts from the service line. If we can get teams to not pass very well, they become more predictable and, can't run their offense. So a lot of focus goes into our team from the service line.
Can you talk a little bit about that service game? I know Pia is second in the conference in overall service aces, and then of course Penny is climbing up. She's third now all time, and aces, 2 away from second, just off the all time career record. Can you just talk a little about that?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time from the service line, and we do every single year. We really put a lot of stock in that. That's how we can, maybe neutralize some of these bigger, more physical teams. And I think we take a lot of pride in that. Our players take a lot of pride in what they can do from the service line and being aggressive and getting teams out of system. So I think it's really a mentality and just what we do as an overall program from the time they come in as freshmen.
Well, and then going back to these two matches, as you said, dropped the 2 here at home, but it was a 5-setter against UCLA 2018 in that 5th set. Without going, of course, into the detail, what do you look to try to change to flip those results on the road?
Yeah, these are 2 very good teams. UCLA, they were without one of their starters at that time, so it's going to probably be even tougher. And Mac May, man, she had such a career day, 39 kills or whatever it was. She was pretty unstoppable. So I think we're just going to try and do the things that we did to make it a close match, and then at the same time just try and focus on our offense and serving and passing and what we can do just from our side of the court to be successful. And then I just think against USC, just mentality, energy wise, we just weren't great that day, and that's going to happen. But credit to them, they had a great scheme against us. And so, we're looking pretty closely at that and see just how we can counteract.
You talked about Mac May having that career day. On the Cougs side of the net, Katie Ryan had 19 kills, a career high for the freshman. You just talk a little bit about her growth in these first couple of months as a collegiate volleyball player.
Yeah, from Rathdrum, Idaho, you didn't play high level club. Had some good training. Went through, COVID when really wasn't playing much at all. So what she's done coming in as a freshman into the Pac-12 and just the production that we have gotten from her and just the changes that she has made. She's super coachable and just has played at a really high level. So we're just proud of what she's done, and hopefully we can just continue to even get her better just from the defensive side, blocking wise, but man, offensively, she's been really good.
And then lastly, just this going in this last half of the season, what are you hoping to look for in it as the team continues to grow and push towards that NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think sometimes, second half of the season can be really tough, especially us. We don't have a lot of depth. So finding that balance of staying sharp, but getting rest and, not being as predictable. Teams are going to have a lot of matches, to watch and scout and make adjustments from the last time we played them. So we just need to, keep getting better, keep diversifying our offense, and keep doing the things we do well.